Thank you, my people. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, lovers of mathematics. I am Tutor Curtis Okoli. In today's class, we shall be solving an Olympiad mathematics question, as it is written on the board, that if 3 raised to x is equal to 5 raised to y, and is also equal to 225, we are asked to evaluate the value of 1 all over x plus 1 all over y. Alright, kindly subscribe to my channel and also like my videos. Meanwhile, I encourage you to watch this as we solve it till the end. And I believe you will learn something. Maths is life. Okay, let us dive in. By solution to this question, you see, if you give me that y is equal to x and is equal to 5, what it means is that y is equal to 5, also x is equal to 5. That is the meaning. Therefore, looking at 3 raised to power x equal to 5 raised to power y and also equal to 225, it then implies that 3 raised to x is equal to 225. Also, 5 raised to power y is equal to 225. Equation 1, equation 2. So this is the meaning of this first equation. Alright. But then, if you look at 225, since the left hand side in equation 1 is in index form, and the left hand side in equation 2 is also in index form, it will be very fine if we put both equations by the right hand side also in index form. And that means 225 can be written as 15 raised to power 2, because 15 raised to power 2 implies 15 multiplied by 15, and it is equal to 225. Therefore, my equation 1 can now be written as 3 raised to x equal to 15 raised to power 2. That is still my equation 1. So written by the right hand side, written in index form. Also, the equation 2 will now be written as 5 raised to y equal to 15 raised to power 2. This is equation 2, written in index form by the right hand side. Beautiful. Now, it is time for me to now apply what is called logarithms to both sides of the equations. Alright? So, taking it from equation 1, and that is 3 raised to x equal to 15 raised to power 2. I will apply logarithms to both sides of the equation, and that is going to give me that the logarithm of 3 raised to x is equal to the logarithm of 15 raised to 2. Alright, so we have applied logarithm to both sides in equation 1. Beautiful. Now from here, let us apply a law in logarithms that says if you are given the log of a raised to x, by law of logarithms it is equal to x, then the log of a. Okay, this is power law in logarithms, that if the log of a number has a power, it is also equal to the power used to multiply the log itself. This is very perfect. Therefore, we apply it here, and that means I have log of 3 raised to power x by the left, and I also have by the right hand side the log of 15 raised to power 2. I am going to apply this rule in logarithms, meaning by the left hand side I shall now have log x, then the logarithm of 3. And by the right hand side, the power will move to the front to become 2, multiplying the logarithm of 15. This is what I have now. Therefore, this law is now applied. Beautiful. Remember, we are still in equation 1 from equation 1. So we are evaluating equation 1 to get the value of x from equation 1. Then we go into the equation 2. to get the value of y, because that is where y appeared. Whereas in equation 1, that is where we have x. Mass is life. Here, permit me to divide both sides by the logarithm of 3. Why? Because I want to make my x subject to the formula. And that means I shall now write x, the logarithm of 3, divided by the log of 3. And by the right hand side, I will have 2, the logarithm of 15, divided by the logarithm of 3. So I am dividing right now both sides of the equation by logarithm of 3. And if you see what I am seeing here, by the left hand side, I have the logarithm of 3 at the numerator and the logarithm of 3 at the denominator. So if I cancel the two of them, I'll be left with x by the left hand side. And by the right hand side, I will still have 2, then the logarithm of 15 divided by the logarithm of 3. This is what I have now. Beautiful. You can see that in this equation 1, we have gotten the value of x. X now is equal to, we'll put it out where x now is equal to 2 log 15 all over log 3. Now, from equation 2, look at my equation here, equation 2, I am given that 5 raised to power y is equal to 15 raised to power 2. I am going to do exactly what I did in equation 1. So I put it forward, 5 raised to power y is equal to 15 raised to power 2. I will still apply logarithms to both sides, alright? Applying logarithms to both sides, and that will now give me the logarithm of 5 raised to y equal to the logarithm of 15 raised to power 2. So this law now will come into play, where we say that if you log a raised to x is given, that it is the same thing as x coming to the front and be used then to multiply the exact log, which is now equal to x log a. Therefore, by the left hand side, my y will come to the front, and it will now be written as y, then the logarithm of 5. And by the right hand side, I will still have it also as 2 coming to the front as my variable x here. Therefore, I will now have 2, then the logarithm of 15. Alright, we have now applied this power law in logarithms, and this is what we have. Exactly the same thing I did in equation 1. I am going to divide both sides by logarithm of 5. And that means I will now have y, then the log of 5 divided by log 5 is equal to 2, then the logarithm of 15 divided by the logarithm of 5. Looking at it very well from the left hand side, you see that I have the logarithm of 5 at the numerator, and I also have the logarithm of 5 at the denominator. This implies that both of them are going to cancel out, and that means log 5 at the numerator cancels with the log 5 at the denominator, leaving with me by the left hand side with the letter y, and by the right hand side I shall now have 2, the logarithm of 15 divided by the logarithm of 5. This is what I now have as the value of y. Beautiful. So I have gotten the value of y, I have also gotten the value of x. But the question asks me to solve for 1 all over x plus 1 all over y. And that is where I go now to get exactly what the question has asked me to get. I have known the value of x, I have known the value of y, so I need to know what is 1 over x plus 1 over y. Alright, beautiful. Therefore, 1 all over x plus 1 all over y. What it means is that I am dividing 1 by x, and I am also dividing 1 here by y. Meaning, I can put it this way, 1 divided by x, and my x is 2 log 15 all over log 3. So I can write it 2 log 15 all over log 3. plus this plus y divided 1 divided by y, 1 divided by y, and my y here is 2, okay, log 15 divided by log 5. Alright, because of this division, if I change it to multiplication, it will become now 1 multiplied by, I will now inverse this 2 log 15 over log 3. That is, I will flip it. Alright, I will make the denominator to go to the numerator and the numerator coming to the denominator. What it means is that if I have 1, okay, let's put it this way. If I have 1 divided by, let's say, x over y, it is the same thing as, okay, 1 times y all over x. So this will now apply, alright? If I have 1 divided by x over y, it is the same thing as 1 multiplied by y over x, and it is also going to be equal to y all over x. What it means is that this is now going to be equal to log 3. It is going to be for me by this log. Log 3, okay, all over, that is, I have changed division to multiplication and then moved my denominator to the numerator and the numerator back to the denominator. And what I have now is log 3 all over 2, then log 15. Plus, the same thing will happen here. I'll have the log of 5 all over 2, then log 15. That is where we are. I just hope understanding is taking place, that what I am doing is being understood. Alright, the next step I will take is to find the LCM. Since now it has gone into addition, LCM of the 2 is going to give me 2, then the log of 15. Here, 2 log 15 divide the LCM, which is 2 log 15, will give me 1. Multiply by this will give me the log of 3, plus 2 log 15 divide this is 1 times this will give me the log of 5. Beautiful. Now look at this again. If I have the log of 3 plus the log of 5, by law of logarithms, this is the same thing as the log of 3 multiplied by 5. Why? Because by law, addition law of logarithms, we are told that if you are given log x, okay, plus log y, that it is equal to the log of x multiplied by y. The x. Good, very good. So log x plus log y is equal to log xy. That is why log 3 plus log 5 will be equal to log of 3 multiplied by 5 as it is written here. Therefore, applying this here, I will now have the log of 3 times 5, which is log 15, all over 2 log 15. Finally, see with me that I have log 15 at the numerator and I also have log 15 at the denominator. So log 15 will cancel to give me 1 at the numerator, and at the denominator it will cancel to leave me with the 2. Finally, my final answer here now is half, meaning that our answer to 1 all over x plus 1 all over y, as the question mark has put it for us to evaluate, is equal to 1 at the numerator over 2 at the denominator is equal to 1 all over 2. Final answer. Thank you for watching this video. Please, I encourage you to watch this video over and over and again so that you can understand all the detailed steps that we took in solving this question. It is very logical, it is very straight to the point, and it is very correct. Thank you. Remember to subscribe to my channel if it is your first time of stopping by, and also like my videos so that way YouTube can recommend it to more people and more access will be to my channel. Thank you and God bless you.